Airports seem like well-oiled machines, designed to get you from A to B without a hitch. But what if I told you there's a hidden world they don't want you to see? From secret psychological tricks designed to squeeze every last dollar out of your wallet, to security tactics and high-stakes power struggles on the tarmac. This is a system built to control, not just serve. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on the world of airports, the secrets they keep, the rules they bend, and the things they never tell passengers. So fasten your seatbelt, keep your tray table locked, and get ready. Because once you learn these secrets, you'll never look at flying the same way again. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss the latest TSA updates. Hidden in plain sight, airport security goes undercover. We all know the drill, right? Shoes off, laptops out, random pat-downs. But what you might not realize is that the security theater starts long before you even get to the metal detector. We're talking plainclothes agents, folks, trained to spot nervous flyers like a hawk eyeing a field mouse. They're looking at your body language, your facial expressions, even how you're interacting with other passengers. And if that doesn't make you sweat a little, how about this? Facial recognition software. Yep, those cameras aren't just for decoration. They're scanning your face, matching it to your ID, and tracking your movements throughout the airport. Big Brother's watching, folks, but in this case, he's just trying to keep things safe. See, if you can't power up your device at security, they might just confiscate it. They need to make sure it's not some cleverly disguised explosive device, not just a really bad case of a dead battery. And speaking of things that'll make you go, huh? Did you know that electric toothbrush you packed? The one with the lithium battery? Yeah, that's a no-go in checked luggage. The no-fly list for peanut butter, banned items that will blow your mind. All right, we've all been there, standing in line, frantically trying to remember if we packed that pocket knife or that oversized bottle of shampoo. But what if I told you TSA's list of banned items is even longer and weirder than you think? Sure, you know about the whole liquids rule, but did you know that includes peanut butter? Yes, seriously, your PB&J sandwich is safe, but a jar of peanut butter? TSA says no. That's right, folks. That creamy goodness is technically a gel. And if it's over 3.4 ounces, say goodbye to your peanut butter. And don't even get me started on toothpaste, lotion, liquid makeup, you name it. They've probably confiscated it at some point. Snow globes? You guessed it, banned. That magical little winter wonderland in a globe? Too much liquid, too risky. The price is right for landing. The shocking cost of getting your plane on the ground. Ever wonder why plane tickets seem to get more expensive every year? Well, it's not just about fuel or baggage fees. There's a hidden cost behind every single landing. Those metal birds need a place to land, and those coveted spots at major airports? They ain't cheap. Airlines pay big money just for the right to touch down at major airports. And those landing spots, they don't come cheap. We're talking millions, sometimes even billions of dollars for the privilege of landing at peak times in busy airports. Take London Heathrow, for example, one of the busiest airports in the world. In 2016, Oman Air paid a jaw-dropping $75 million for just one landing slot. One. And that, my friends, is why your plane ticket can feel like you're buying a small house instead of just a seat. Air traffic control, where nerves of steel meet coffee by the gallon. Those calm, collected voices guiding pilots through crowded skies, those are air traffic controllers, folks, and they've got one of the most stressful jobs on the planet. Imagine being responsible for hundreds of flights, thousands of lives, all while staring at a wall of blinking screens. These folks are the unsung heroes of aviation, the ones who make sure we get from point A to point B without colliding with a Boeing 747 along the way. Now, there are different types of air traffic controllers, each with their own specialty. And get this, they're doing all of this with incredible precision, coordinating arrivals and departures down to the minute, all while downing enough coffee to fuel a small country. Chapter 5. Lost and Found and Sold to the Highest Bidder. The Secret Life of Your Luggage. We've all been there, right? Standing at the baggage carousel, watching the same sad suitcase go round and round, hoping against hope that your bag will magically appear. But what happens to those orphan suitcases, the ones that never reunite with their owners? Well, folks, they might just end up starring in their very own airport auction. That's right, many airports hold these massive sales, where you can bid on everything from lost luggage to unclaimed items left behind at security checkpoints. It's like a giant, slightly depressing game show, where the grand prize could be anything from a designer handbag to a prosthetic leg. Now, before you start planning your treasure hunting trip, these auctions aren't for the faint of heart. You're usually bidding on the contents of the bag, sight unseen, so you never know what you're gonna get. Just remember to bring your sense of adventure, a strong stomach, and maybe a hazmat suit, just in case. Chapter 6. Celebrities, Secret Entrances, and the Mile High Club. No, not that one. The Perks of Flying Private. Ever wonder how celebrities breeze through airports without getting mobbed by fans or enduring the indignity of the TSA line? Well, folks, it's called flying private. Forget about cramped seats and mystery meat. These folks are living the high life, with private jets, gourmet meals, and enough legroom to host a yoga retreat. And don't even get me started on the perks. We're talking private terminals, chauffeured limousines, and personal assistants who cater to their every whim. But the real secret weapon of the rich and famous? Hidden doors. That's right, folks. Many airports have these secret passageways, tucked away behind unmarked doors and guarded by burly security guards that lead directly to the tarmac. It's like something out of a spy movie, only instead of secret agents, it's just Taylor Swift and her entourage. Ah, duty-free shopping, the siren song of the weary traveler. Those brightly lit aisles, the promise of tax-free bargains. It's enough to make even the most frugal shopper reach for their wallet. But here's the thing, folks. Those duty-free zones aren't just random shopping malls. They're carefully calculated traps designed to separate you from your money faster than a slot machine in Vegas. See, it's all about psychology. Those big windows, the soothing music, the strategically placed mirrors. It's all designed to create a sense of calm and relaxation, making you more likely to spend. And don't even get me started on the left turn layout. Apparently, most people are right-handed and tend to turn left when they enter a store. Coincidence? I think not. So, next time you're tempted to stock up on overpriced perfume and giant Toblerone bars, remember, you're not actually saving money. You're just falling for one of the oldest tricks in the airport playbook. Chapter 8. Airport Food. Behind the scenes of those celebrity chef restaurants. Hint, they're not what they seem. Ever notice how almost every major airport now boasts a restaurant by some celebrity chef you've seen on TV? Well, folks, I hate to break it to you, but those culinary temples might not be all they're cracked up to be. See, running a restaurant in an airport is a whole different beast than running one on solid ground. And here's the kicker. Many of those celebrity chef restaurants are actually run by third-party companies who license the chef's name and recipes but don't necessarily share their commitment to quality. Chapter 9. The Great Airport Currency Exchange Ripoff. How to avoid getting fleeced and where to find the best rates. All right, folks, let's talk money. Specifically, the art of not getting ripped off when you need to exchange currency at the airport. We've all been there, right? You get off a long flight, you're jet-lagged and craving a strong cup of coffee, and the last thing you want to do is decipher exchange rates and foreign transaction fees. But trust me, this is one area where a little planning can save you a lot of heartache and hard-earned cash. Rule number 1, never, and I mean never, exchange money at those kiosks right inside the airport. Those places are notorious for offering the worst exchange rates, often tacking on hidden fees and commissions that'll make your eyes water. So what's the alternative? Well, you've got a few options. Another option is to use your debit card at an ATM when you arrive at your destination. ATMs typically offer better exchange rates than currency exchange kiosks, and you'll only be charged your bank's standard foreign transaction fees. Chapter 10. Cracking the Code. The Secret Language of Airports. and why you should care. Ever wonder why airport codes are always 3 letters long? ORD, JFK, LAX? It's like they're speaking some secret language only pilots and travel agents understand. Well, folks, there's actually a fascinating history behind those cryptic combinations, and believe it or not, it all started with the weather. Back in the early days of aviation, airports used 2-letter codes from the National Weather Service to identify themselves. But as air travel boomed and more airports popped up, they ran out of 2-letter combinations. So what did they do? They added a 3rd letter, often X, just to mix things up. Hence, LAX for Los Angeles, PDX for Portland, and so on. So next time you're booking a flight, take a moment to appreciate the hidden language of airport codes. Outro, safe travels and watch your wallet. Navigating the wild world of airports. Well, folks, there you have it. A glimpse behind the curtain of the often baffling, sometimes infuriating but always entertaining world of airports. From the hidden security measures to the psychological warfare of duty-free shopping, these hubs of travel are filled with secrets designed to keep things running smoothly and separate you from your hard-earned cash. But hey, knowledge is power, right? Now that you're in on the secrets, you can navigate those gleaming terminals with a little more confidence and a lot more skepticism. Safe travels, folks. And remember, the best way to survive the airport is to embrace the chaos, laugh at the absurdity, and maybe pack a few extra snacks.